40 meters is a good distance if you have missile radar, and then above is if you have small arms.
Okay.
So about 800 you want to level, or about here you want to level out, and holds your, and it helps you slow down when you level out.
Yeah.
And while you pull back, you put it down and let the bottom wheel be your guide. Your back wheel. Alright, so that back wheel is basically like where you always touches down first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take this over and then you can try that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. My bird.
So about 500 is when you really pull back and let the speed die down.
Okay.
Honestly, it's possible to do it with only 200 meters, but that's not necessary. Think of it as if you're under fire. So yeah, so aim up and elevate. Just start going down while you pull back. Yep. But you still have to keep that forward motion, so don't pull back too much. There you go. Let's go to the southwest and do it from the other side.
Southwest?
Yep,
okay.
Straight ahead. And it's okay if you skid into the landing, as long as you don't smack the bottom.
This is a good distance to turn around?
Yeah, this is fine. So as long as you're elevating, you can do those weird turns that I do. As long as you keep going up, you should be fine. gotta be careful, you hit the engine. Alright, so don't move.
How the hell did I hit the engine?
I couldn't tell you. Try a different helicopter now. Since you have to learn,
Well, let's get the big ass that one out of the way first. Because I hate this thing.
well, you gotta learn them all.
I know.
Alright, you're going to the same place.
Spooling up. I'm very tempted to ask you to scan the freaking instrument for me, but I know that the instruments don't matter much in this game.
Nope. Alright, so same landing. But this is a lot heavier and slower, so you gotta be careful. Alright, release the controls.
Your bird.
So you gotta keep in mind, Gesundheit, you gotta keep in mind this takes extremely wide turns because of size. You could do this thing where you pull up and then yaw and it cuts it over.
Yeah.
Alright.
Where basically you turn on your side and give it full collective and shit.
Yeah, the unrealistic way. So I would even cut down speed at 900 because of this. Now this is an extremely terrible landing at the moment because I haven't flown one of these in forever. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah. Please don't. And please don't ever do that in an op. Because we'd be a sitting duck like that.
Alright, do you see directly in front of us the 4-story or 5-story building?
Can you give me a better description?
Brick building, windows facing us, to
Copy.
the left of the church. Alright, hover above that. I'm gonna fast rope out. You may use auto hover. You have the bird.
Copy. The fucking it looks like a factory kind of.
Sure, yeah. Oh no, not here. To the left. Far.
Oh, now I see it. Sorry, that was my mother.
Alright, so hover so the back is in the center of the roof.
Yeah, I'm gonna use auto hover because that'll help counteract my
That's what I expect. Yeah.
fucking joystick.
Alright, so I'm throwing the ropes out the back. Alright, so auto hover.
I am.
Alright, that was good, and we're gonna do extremely quick landing. Let me take the controls first.
Good. Controls unlocked, your bird. Sorry about that. I had to take my attention away from the game real quick. My mom was yelling at me.
Fun. So the goal of this is to stay at about a 30-meter ceiling. If I can get it down. Yeah. And then pull up. They should be able to cut it sideways to bring you all the way down. You have controls?
Copy, my bird.
Alright, so pull it a little further out.
Can we set the ceiling to about 50 meters so I don't smash my face in these trees?
Well, you can set it above the trees, but try and stay it at 30. So, I want you to land on that dot. You have 20 seconds when I deem ready. Actually, you're gonna have 40 seconds once you turn around.
Okay. Let's see. And
Alright, timer's starting now. $20 seconds. Well, you did it in the time, but you missed the dot by like 100 meters. Did you see that?
Yeah. I keep on forgetting that you put circles around it.
The circle and then the dot is what I want. The circle's like, if you miss it, I'm gonna have less. I want you to get in that circle at least.
Okay. Can I try again?
Yep. Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay.
Starting now. $20 seconds. You alright?
Yeah. Damn it.
Alright, hop out.
Damn it. Oh god.
Do you know how to fly this?
Yeah, but it's a pain in the ass.
This is not going to be part, but this is going to be just showing you how you should use it.
Okay, god. This is like my nightmare.
You always spool up, and flaps go down before you take off. Make sure auto vectoring is on, and that should bring you up. You're up.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Don't do it. Don't give it to me yet.
I'm not. Are you ready?
Hold on. Okay.
Okay. I'm releasing controls. Go south.
Okay. Damn it, which way is which way is south again?
The way you're going. The way you're going.
Okay.
I'm drawing a line, and I want you to follow it, and I want you to land on the aircraft carrier.
Okay.
Alright, you're all set. Do you use the map that's on the side of your screen while you're flying?
Yeah.
Alright, good. This is where you're going to need it the most. So, when you come into a landing, you need to make sure your auto vectoring is on and your flaps and gear are all the way down. So just repeat what I said.
When I come in for a landing, I need to make sure that my auto vectoring is on and that my flaps and gear are all the way down.
Yep. And you're going to want to start slowing down close to the target. So maybe 2 clicks out, you want to start pulling back.
range. What the? Damn it! Come on, you stupid thing!
Alright, go back around in a circle. This is way too high.
I know. Isn't there a way to make it so that? How did you do it? How did you change your freaking vectoring and flaps at the same time?
I'll show you.
Yeah, you take it.
You don't do it at the same time. You have to do one and the other. I just do it efficiently enough that it looks like I am.
Gee, thanks.
This is a transport, so you have to learn. So when I want to make tight turns, I usually turn auto vectoring on because it does some weird shit, but it works. Alright, so I get to maybe 200, and I'm getting to 2 clicks, so auto vectoring is on, gear is down,
How are you doing your flaps?
I haven't touched my flaps. I'm increasing the vectoring. Gonna be an iffy landing.
Iffy?
Oh, good enough.
We're gonna go off the side.
This was terrible.
I agree. Ah. I agree. That was a terrible landing.
Mine? Yes. Used to the one in whatchamacallit, ArmA, too.
The actual VTOL thing.
Yeah, the actual one.
Hey, do you think maybe we would get more people joining the group if we we changed the name of the server from just Tech Guy Gaming to Tech Guy Gaming, you know, in freaking parentheses that join from launcher or something?
I don't know. Are you on Discord?
Yeah.
What is your name?
RZ670. Now what?
Nothing.
Is
Done.
there gonna be an op tonight? Is there gonna be an op tonight or something?
Yeah, there will be tonight.
What's it gonna be about?
Well, Frost is doing some defensive thingy that he usually does.
Oh.
Bokina.
He's not here.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. He's
Yeah,
not,
he is.
He's not at the base.
Yeah, he is.
This video brought to you by Loot Crate. Go to trylootcrate.com/halocannon and use promo code BRIDGE10 to save 10% on a new subscription. Stick around to the end for more details. Welcome back, Canonites, for a special episode of Halo Canon, one that I've wanted to make to some degree since I started this channel. Today we'll be addressing some common and not so common misconceptions about Halo Reach. There are many that have arisen over the years since the game's release, with varying degrees of popularity, and though I doubt I'll cover them all here, I figured it would be nice to cover a few today. There are a number I was able to gather thanks to suggestions on Twitter, and rather than try to organize them, we'll just address them as they come up in the campaign. As you may have heard already, my voice hasn't 100% recovered from sickness last weekend, so bear with me. First up, Halsey is George's mother. This one popped up very early on and is born from George's accent. In British English, ma'am sounds a lot like American English's mom, leading to the confusion. If George was actually Halsey's son, he would have addressed her as mum, given his British accent. Of course, simply turning on the subtitles clears this up pretty quickly too. Our next misconception isn't really about Halo Reach, but something born from Halo Reach, and that is the idea that Halsey knew about the Spartan 3 program before Ghosts of Onyx. While it is true that Halsey meets Spartan 3s in the form of Noble Team prior to Ghosts of Onyx, that doesn't mean she suddenly knows about Spartan 3s. Spartan 3 refers to a specific program. After meeting with Noble Team, all Halsey is aware of is that somebody is making Spartans without her knowledge and oversight. In the journal included with the limited and legendary editions of Halo Reach, after meeting with Noble Team, trying to figure out exactly what Noble Team are and who created them. So to sum up, meeting Noble Team doesn't mean that she suddenly knows about Spartan 3s, just that somebody else is making Spartans. In fact, in her journal, she actually thinks that they're another group of Spartan 2s created by some other program. It isn't until Halo Glasslands that she actually puts 2 and 2 together and realizes that Noble Team were Spartan 3s. Misconception number 3, George is alive. When George 052 Noble 4 sacrificed himself to activate the slipspace bomb and take out Long Night of Solace, most accepted that that was it for George. However, some have clung to the hope that George survived, teleporting to some random section of space. Sadly, that is not the case, and the misconception is born from a misunderstanding of how slipspace works. So, there are 2, technically 3, possible outcomes that could have occurred as a result of firing the slipspace drive. The first actually does allow George to survive, for a time at least. When a slipspace drive is activated, it doesn't open a portal from one location to another, generally speaking. That can be done, such as with the portal over Void to the Ark, but ship-mounted slipspace drives open a portal into slipspace. Once in slipspace, a ship under the power of its standard engines heads towards its destination. Technically speaking, the ship is traveling at sublight speeds, but by going into slipspace, they take a shortcut of sorts, allowing for faster travel from a real space perspective. So, when George activated the slipspace drive, at best he would have been teleported into slipspace, specifically a part of slipspace right over Reach where he would remain. Now, in this scenario, George could have theoretically used Ardent Prayer and its slipspace drive to exit slipspace and thus survive. The problem is that George likely wouldn't know how to pilot the ship, and that assumes that he was alive in the first place. The second possible outcome is that George would have been killed by the radiation given off by the slipspace drive. Slipspace drives give off tons of radiation when activated, something we directly see on 2 occasions in Halo Ghosts of Onyx. The drive brought to Ardent Prayer was unmounted, unshielded, and would have blasted anything nearby, including George, with tons of radiation. Admittedly, it's hard to say how deadly that radiation would have been in the immediate, but again, Halo Ghosts of Onyx does make note of the dangers of the radiation given off by improperly shielded slipspace drives on 2 occasions. The final possible fate for George is spaghettification. Human slipspace drives work by creating a series of micro black holes that rip a hole in space-time into slipstream space. Normally, these black holes last for less than a nanosecond and are harmless, and the hole that actually opens into slipspace is opened in front of the ship, out in space. In the case of Ardent Prayer, however, the slipspace portal was created within the ship, at the source, which could have easily ripped George apart. No matter how you slice it, George is dead, whether that be from the actual activation of the slipspace drive, or from starvation or radiation poisoning later on. Regardless, both Bungie and now 343 consider George dead. Our fourth misconception is actually a twofer. Either that Halsey found Cortana in the Forerunner ship under the Bavkatha ice shelf, or that Cortana was created using Forerunner technology. The first is born from the presentation of Cortana in Halo Reach, some people thinking that Halsey's lines here,
knowledge, a birthright from an ancient civilization. This AI is its custodian, and she has chosen you as her couriers.
Were meant to mean that Cortana was a Forerunner AI created to guard the knowledge hidden in the ship. This is not the case, however, as any Halo fan who has read the books would know. Further, in Halsey's journal, it makes it clear that this Cortana was a fragment that was split off from the main Cortana, on board the Pillar of Autumn at this time, to study the artifact. The second misconception, that Cortana was created with Forerunner technology, seems to be born from the same source, just as a different twist on that misinterpretation of Halsey's words. Cortana is a special AI, to be sure, but there is no evidence that any Forerunner technology was used in her creation, not in any of the books or in Halsey's journal. You can bet that Halsey would have mentioned something like that in her journal if Cortana's creation utilized any Forerunner tech. Our fifth misconception is over whether June died. The short answer is that no, he did not. He appears in Halo Initiation set in early 2553, and again in Halo New Blood set in 2555. A catalog post from 2014 also confirmed that June was alive as a Spartan commander in 2558. Even if one wants to be a Bungie purist, Bungie never confirmed whether June died or not. When 343 took over, they had a very similar attitude towards June's fate for many years before the sniper randomly appeared in Halo Initiation. Because I know it will come up, let's also address Fistful of Arrows. This is an excellent comic that many fans hold dear, myself included. Sadly, it's not canon, but even if it were, it still doesn't show June dying. No more than Halo Reach does, anyway. Our sixth misconception is about the canonicity of the Chief Cryopod Easter egg. Now, to be clear, this is intended to be the Master Chief, but at the end of the day, it's also an Easter egg. Whether the Chief was already on board or not, he wouldn't be in a random cryopod in the hangar bay. He'd be in the cryo bay. So, it's just a non-canon Easter egg. Although the real debate that stems from this is whether the Autumn collecting Cortana takes place before picking up the Chief or after. For a long time, I have been a proponent of the latter, that the Autumn picked up the Chief from Gamma Station, then returned to Reach to pick up the Cortana fragment. Interestingly, Halo Mythos somewhat supports this, saying, quote, "Hours before the Autumn retrieved Cortana from Azad, two problems emerged that overshadowed even the loss of Reach. First, the generators that powered Reach's orbital guns had been located by the Covenant. Second, the UNSC circumference, docked at the orbital Gamma Station, was unable to initiate the Cole Protocol." The key word here is hours. The mission to Gamma Station occurred around 0600 hours, and in Halo The Fall of Reach, the Pillar of Autumn had picked up John 117 and Linda 058 from Gamma Station and was preparing to leave the system at 0647 hours. Basically, for the mission to Gamma Station to have occurred hours before the Autumn retrieved Cortana, John must have been on the Autumn before it landed in the Azad shipbreaking yards. Seventh on our list of misconceptions is the big one, the main reason I wanted to make this list: whether Noble 6 survived. The short answer is that he's dead, but let's examine some evidence. First, let's address Bungie's intentions. In the developer commentary for Halo Reach, Marcus Lato says,
"We spent, I don't know how many weeks hashing out this idea that what if you came back into the game and actually played the last living moments of your character's life?"
Yeah.
last living moments are the key words here. The final level of Halo Reach was, in Bungie's eyes, the last moments of Noble 6. When 343 took over, they retained this intention. In the 2011 Halo Essential Visual Guide, Noble 6 is confirmed to have died at Azad. He is again mentioned in 2015's Halo New Blood in a conversation between Buck and June. Again, he was confirmed to have died on Reach. While we technically don't see Noble 6 get stabbed, he was shieldless and had taken a lot of damage. Short of reinforcements showing up, and we'd have to talk about an entire army given what the Covenant had in the area, there's no way 6 could have survived. In recent years, some have brought up the return of Cortana. How she was said to have been dead by 343 in the years following Halo 4 is evidence that Noble 6 could have survived. This does not hold water. We've had instances of AI creating fragments that can operate independently of the main AI for years. Noble 6 is an organic being. The same rules do not apply to him. Or rather, the rules that apply to an organic being do not apply to an AI. And in point of fact, a fragment of Cortana, the fragment that represented the Cortana we as fans knew from the Bungie trilogy and Halo 4, did die. The Cortana we knew is gone. Forever. While it could be argued that 343 should have handled Cortana better in the wake of Halo 4, an AI coming back from the dead does not suddenly open the door for an organic being to do the same. Our 8th misconception is related to the 7th, that being that Thalvatum, the future Arbiter, was the one to kill Noble 6. This is one that truly perplexes me. The rumor began because the final elite you see on Noble 6's helmet cam is holding its energy sword with its left hand, as you can see here. Sometime over the years, I can't really figure out how, it seems that a rumor began circulating that the Arbiter was left-handed. Thus the logic goes that the left-handed elite in the final shot of Noble 6's life must have been the Arbiter, since he's left-handed. Now, ignoring that Thel never went groundside during the Battle of Reach and would have long since left the system, chasing after the Pillar of Autumn by the time the final level is set, the idea that Thel is left-handed has no basis. It's never mentioned in any canon material, never hinted at in anything so far as I can tell. The closest we've ever come to any sort of confirmation is seeing Thel wield an energy sword with his left hand in the second bonus cutscene of Halo 2 Anniversary. Even then, this at best says that Thel is ambidextrous, as in Halo 2, 3, and 5, he's seen wielding his energy sword with his right hand. From what I can tell, the rumor was born from the fact that Ripa Morami, the Arbiter from Halo Wars, is seen wielding an energy sword with his left hand on occasion, leading some to think that Ripa was lefty. Ignoring that Ripa is also seen using his right hand, or both hands, to wield his swords, this lefty business somehow got transplanted onto Thel, and the rumor just stuck over the years. It's a really weird misconception that I'm not really sure how it began, but at the end of the day, Thel is not the Sangheili seen wielding an energy sword with his left hand at the end of Halo Reach. Our final misconception is that the Forerunner vessel under the Bavkatha ice shelf contained the coordinates for Alpha Halo. This is actually a rather interesting one, as it's both true and false. If you know anything about the development of Halo Reach and Bungie's general attitude towards the books, you'll know that Halo Reach was basically intended to be a retcon of Halo The Fall of Reach. Bungie generally didn't like other people mucking around in their universe, and when developing Halo Reach, didn't want to be held down by somebody else's work. So if you consider yourself a Bungie purist, the ship did contain the coordinates to Alpha Halo. However, under 343, the true canon is a bit different. From Halo Mythos, once again, Cortana combined the data recovered by the Iroquois from Sigma Octantis 4 with the navigation framework she had extracted from the Forerunner vessel buried on Reach, and produced a seemingly random grouping of coordinates. So what Cortana found in the Forerunner vessel was some sort of navigational framework that allowed her to properly interpret the data found on Sigma Octantis 4, thus giving her the coordinates to Alpha Halo. It's a nice way to combine these two sources without having to retcon too much one way or the other. And so, our list of misconceptions comes to an end. Did you enjoy this? Are there others you'd like me to address? Would you like to see misconceptions addressed from other Halo titles? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want a better idea of how Halo Reach and Halo The Fall of Reach fit together, check out my Battle of Reach timeline. It's a bit outdated at this point, and my intro is a bit condescending and straight up wrong at some points, but it does generally hold true. I need to remake it sometime this year, but for now the old version will do. Thanks for watching as always, and until next time, this has been Halo Canon. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to give a like and consider subscribing and sharing this video around. Also consider subscribing to Loot Crate. By going to trylootcrate.com/HaloCanon and using promo code BRIDGE10, you can save 10% on a new subscription to the base Loot Crate offering. Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box service for epic geek and gamer items and pop culture gear. Welcome back to Halo Canon. Since its launch in late 2010, Halo Reach has caused an uproar among fans. Is it canon? How does it fit in with the events of the book? Why didn't it follow the events of the book? Any fan with common sense and deductive reasoning can answer any of these questions, though here I will address the first two. Hint: the reason Bungie did not follow the book is because it only covers the last 3 hours of Battle of Reach and the story code exists in the book. Why we tell the same story twice? That's stupid. It is an undeniable fact that Halo Reach is canon, but the question remains of how it fits in with the events of Halo, The Fall of Reach, and the early sections of Halo First Strike. One reason for this lingering question relates to the fact that the timestamps of Halo Reach use what I have come to call Reach Standard Time, while the dates remain based on the UNSC military calendar. In addition, Reach uses a 27-hour clock as opposed to the UNSC standard 24-hour clock used in the books. At After much trial and error, I would like to present my interpretation of the events of the Battle of Reach as I believe they occurred. Starting at July 18th, each date will be presented, followed by the time as it appears in the military calendar and how it would appear on the Reach calendar. Due to Reach's 27-hour day, the difference in times will not be consistent. Nevertheless, the events do take place in order.
Did you just kick me from the game?
Yes, you were glitched. I thought you needed help.
What do you mean I was glitched?
On my screen, you were stuck in the ground parachuting.
So sit back.
Not even close.
Oh,
That's an entire cave system that I'm gonna do an op in. It, like, you might want to check that place out if you haven't.
Oh yeah, it's fucking brilliant.
what do you mean cave system?
Why'd you
Like,
kick me?
That's a whole underground cave system.
I just don't like you, right? Oh.
What the fuck? Asshole?
Nice. Alright, well,
I was
I'll
in
be
the
back later.
I was in the middle of making a kit.
Go into Arsenal.
Shouldn't have. It makes no difference.
You're right. So what's the complaint?
He kicked me for no reason. Asshole.
Yep. Oh, hello.
Hello. How's your op coming along?
It's coming good. I saved it to the SQF file. When I loaded it back up, everything launched everywhere, and I had to delete all of it and fucking rebuild it
Did you launch it globally or locally?
globally.
Local. You have to do it
Yes.
local. Otherwise, it will spawn multiple copies. Depending on if there's more than one player on the server, it'll spawn multiple copies.
There was only one person on the server at the time, and that was me.
Yeah, but you had to spawn it locally because otherwise, it goes crazy.
Alright. Noted.
Also, depending where you've placed certain items on certain bits of geometry, that can play a role. Ryan,
Yeah?
I think you need to use a push to talk, man,
Why?
because I can hear you moving around.
I just sat down from going to the restroom.
I see.
Vlad? Butt-Towski? What?
Oh, jeez.
The fuck?
Don't worry about it. This is Radio Tower.
Don't worry about it, he says. Sure.
I'm already starting to put together the foundations of Part 3 now.
Can you punish it? Can you make it so that somehow freaking Andre gets punished for pissing on the statue?
No.
No, like he gets targeted specifically or something like that.
Oh, no. If you didn't hear what the bloke said, he said that the power has been deactivated to the temple, so it's been rendered safe.
I know, but still, he fucking pissed on a sacred artifact. My God.
Oh, you know the underground cave base the ruins of the underground cave base you went into?
Mm-hmm.
Who, me?
No, I was going to Ryan.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to release that as a little composition on Steam, so you can download it and use it.
Hmm.
However, due to the way it works, you'll have to place it on sloped terrain, because the way I designed it was when you enter the ruined dome, I designed it.
To go under the map?
I placed it on the edge of the map, yeah, but I placed it on a sloped terrain to make it look as though it had been partially buried.
Yeah.
Last time I saw my cousin on Oahu, I was 5. She wondered what took...
Who's that sexy thing I see over there? That's me, standing in the mirror. What's that icy thing hanging round my neck? That's gold. Show me some respect. Oh, I thank God every day that I woke up feeling this way, and I can't help loving myself, and I don't need nobody else. Nuh-uh. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I walk in like a timepiece. I go straight to VIP. I never pay for my drinks. My entourage behind me. My life's a movie, Tom. So bless me, baby, yeah. And even if they try to, they can't do it like I do. I thank God every day that I woke up feeling this way, and I can't help loving myself, and I don't need nobody else. No. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. Turn the bass up. I thank God every day that I woke up feeling this way, and I can't help loving myself, and I don't need nobody else. No. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too.
In 1976,
Welcome to Entebbe, Uganda.
while the whole world watched,
Hijackers threatened to kill them out.
passengers became hostages.
No hijacker has ever taken a plane this far away. It's a huge risk.
Hostages became heroes. It's our duty to take care of those people inside. And heroes
Any rescue force would have to approach unnoticed.
became legends.
Here we go.
7 Days in Entebbe, rated PG-13.
Welcome to Entebbe, Uganda.
No hijacker.
Behind this curtain is a bizarre demonstration proving that Purple's platform base is the strongest bed platform.
Don't do love, don't do friends. I'm only after success. Don't need a relationship. I'm nervous of the migrant. Don't want cash, don't want card, want it fast, want it hard. Don't need money, don't need fame. I just want to make a change. I just wanna 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 change. I know exactly what I want and who I want to be. I know exactly why I walk and talk like a machine. I'm not becoming my own self-fulfilled prophecy. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh. One track mind, one track heart. If I fail, I'll fall apart. Maybe it is all a test. 'Cause I feel like I'm the worst, so I always act like I'm the best. If you are not very careful, your possessions will possess you. TV taught me how to feel. Now real life has no appeal. It 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 has no appeal. I know exactly what I want and who I want to be. I know exactly why I walk and talk like a machine. I'm not becoming my own self-fulfilled prophecy. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh. I know exactly what I want and who I want to be. I know exactly why I walk and talk like a machine. I'm not becoming my own self-fulfilled prophecy. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna live, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna fail, gonna die. I know exactly what I want and who I want to be. I know exactly why I walk and talk like a machine. I'm not becoming my own self-fulfilled prophecy. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh. I know exactly what I want and who I want to be. I know exactly why I walk and talk like a machine. I'm not becoming my own self-fulfilled prophecy. Oh no, oh no, oh no, exactly what I want and who I want to be. I know exactly why I walk and talk like a machine. I'm not becoming my own self-fulfilled prophecy. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh. One track mind, one track.
You a PI?
I'm resourceful. I'm just trying to make a living in this city.
Freak show.
Call me back again. I don't know how you handle it. It's called whiskey.
down the line, you better not start. No, but she miscalculated. She didn't want to end up jaded, and this miss decided not to miss out on true love. So by changing her misconception, she went in a new direction and found inside she felt a connection. She fell in love. What is the feeling taking over? Thinking the world could open her doors. So surprised, it's unreal. So be what's real, what's real. What happens to Miss Independent? No longer need to be the best. Oh, you, this Independence walked away. No time for love that came her way. She looked in the mirror and thought, today, what happened to Miss no longer fades. Took some time for her to see how beautiful love could truly be. No, it's not good. What can that bring me? I'm so glad what is the feeling taking over? Thinking the world could open up, yeah. Surprise, it's unreal. Tell me what's real. This independent world,
This is a hijack!
In 1976,
Welcome to Entebbe, Uganda.
while the whole world watched,
Hijackers threatened to kill them out.
passengers became hostages.
No hijacker has ever taken a plane this far away. It's a huge risk.
Hostages became heroes.
It's our duty to take care of those people inside.
And heroes
Any rescue force would have to approach unnoticed.
became legends.
Here we go.
7 Days in Entebbe, rated PG-13.
So I got my boots on, got the right amount of leather, and I'm doing me up with a black color liner, and I'm working my strut. But I know it don't matter. All we need in this world is some love. There's a thin line between the dark side and the light side. Baby, tonight it's a struggle.
hijacker has ever taken a plan this far away from our forces.
We have to act. There could be none of
Just like you, in the next hour, over 1 million people will watch YouTube. But you could use this hour and start your business like these guys did. And now they're drinking their own coffee in Carmel on another vacation. Start your free Weebly website today.
2018, entonces ven por un nuevo y rediseñado Accord, con un nuevo Civic rebajado a solo $189 al mes. Visite tu concesionario Coachella Valley Honda hoy.
Stun and Andrew
Only
people
the
instead of
ones
killing
labeled
them.
under the mod of Ace actually work.
Oh, but where do you see plastic?
Gary, I'm gonna have to ask you not to wear digital.
I'm not wearing digital.
I see practice.
Oh, practice. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm not wearing digital. I'm wearing the UCP.
I'm dyslexic, okay?
OCP. I heard UCP.
I said OCP earlier. I don't know who you heard UCP from.
All these abbreviations hurt my head.
Same. Alright, I think I'm ready.
I hate how you can't take the night vision scope off the night vision, like the extra night vision part on some of the scopes, like the extenders or additions, whatever the fuck you call
ArmA
them.
4 scope-on-scope attachments.
Dude, I can't wait till...
It's time to give the enemy our diagnosis.
Crimson, did you see the Tanks DLC?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god,
Looks pretty good.
Crimson, your voice is like heaven.
Oh, thank you.
We've been through this.
It really is.
Yeah, it almost is good enough to compare to Morgan Freeman.
Freeman Morgan.
Can you do a impersonation?
Of Morgan Freeman? No,
Oh
no.
boy.
Just haven't got the right baritones for that.
Is it just me, or is it when you sit down? When you sit down, it looks very uncomfortable.
What, in a chair?
No, when you're just sitting down on the ground, you're just like crouching forward, just.
Yeah, probably would be uncomfortable. I fucking hate HTC.
What's that?
I hate fucking HTCs. I bought a Vive, right? And I sent it in for repairs, still haven't gotten it back.
What gun are you guys using for your pistol?
I'm gonna be using the Beretta.
I prefer Glock. There's one gripe I do have about the Glock, though.
It's frequent jam?
No. No, IRL, it doesn't have a safety, and I don't like that.
I've seen Glocks with safeties.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me more, tell me more.
I mean, tell you more.
What?
He wants to know more, that's what.
I said I've seen a Glock with a safety. I don't know what brand it is.
How did it function?
Probably Glock, you know.
How did it function? How did the safety make it? How did it operate? Tell me.
I'm so confused right now.
It's a
What the
safety
fuck are you
switch
talking
on the
about?
fucking side. On the fucking left side of the weapon.
Yes.
Just above the trigger.
Yes, but did it block the trigger from moving? What did it do?
I don't know. It was a fucking safety.
You're fucking useless.
Disassemble it and look at it.
You're fucking useless.
Whoa!
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Savage.
Whoa, okay.
So we're using 6.8 or 5.56.
Using 5.56 and 6.5.
The thing is, that the ACR Remingtons use 6.8.
Yeah, but there is one. There is one that.
There's the 5.56 variant, and then there's normal ACR Remington, which is 6.8.
Spaghetti. Playing music, goddammit.
What?
I was just playing music again.
What music? Where?
Because you guys don't have the fucking post-apocalyptic mods on.
They shouldn't. We don't need them on.
No, I just like the music. Like the music mods, I mean. The post-apocalyptic music mods on. And Christian's playing music from it. Which I would advise you guys to use it. It's got some good music.
I mean, I would, but, you know, I don't know where to find it, and I don't want to go out and just find it now, so. trying to think.
OEF CP? What the fuck? Where is
It
that?
was called OEFCP, it got changed to OCP. It's for Combat Uniform OCP.
Okay.
You're wearing it right now.
I know.
Do you know?
Fuck you. Hey, can I shoot Foley the next time he starts talking shit about anyone?
No.
Come on, we're all thinking about doing it.
No.
Well, I don't think about it.
No.
Actually, I wondered, do the breaching charges ever work? Or...
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need them?
Yes.
They're quite cool.
But we're not going to need them for this op, I don't think.
Not for this op.
Not for this op? Okay, that's a phrase. I'll take a demolition block because that's useful, but okay. Not take a breaching.
No night vision?
Alright, Crimson. It's over.
What?
I said it's over. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Wait, are there night vision? No night vision?
No thermals.
It's not quite
Yeah.
everything, yeah.
I'm not wearing night vision.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
I refuse to wear night vision.
No silencers that.
If you refuse to wear night vision, you may not use the flashlight if people tell you to turn it off.
Okay.
Alright, briefing time.
Ooh, wow.
Spaghetti.
5v everyone. What happened to my tent?
Oh,
I didn't do it.
you guys have sound?
Yeah,
What's-
I got sound.
I don't have sound, hold on.
What do you mean you have sound?
Oh.
Whatever it is you're wondering about, I didn't do it.
I have sound. Cool. Chris, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop playing that music.
Just stopped it.
I'm not hearing any music.
Don't worry about it.
He's losing his mind.
Sorry.
I'm also have to ask everybody playing here.
Okay, I will as soon as I find the fucking helmet.
You can grab a shit after the fucking thing.
Briefing.
Alright, so open up your maps. So, NATO forces are coming in from the northwest. Here. You guys are gonna be one of the first ones in. As you hit these objectives, right as you come in, friendly forces will be leaving. You're gonna be hopping objectives, basically. And when you leave, another unit's gonna come in behind you. Defend. So, your objectives are to defend this ammo cache, Objective Cardinal. Take out an enemy comms post, which is Objective Penguin. Take out an objective, it's a mortar position / resupply point, Objective Crow. Defend a comms point, our own Objective Sparrow. Hunt an AT sniper team, and defended a fuel cache at Objective Flamingo. Once all this shit's been cleared, a evac chopper will come in at Novi Sober to extract you guys. Any questions?
Nope.
So basically, are we going in? So we go in first, and then they follow us up?
Yes.
Okay. And we are going from the same route?
Yes.
Okay. And what are we using?
Vehicle-wise, you're using Matt V's.
Okay.
Which are hunters.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so who's the squad leader? Who's the medic? Who's the RTO?
I've got medic.
Okay, Darfall's medic. Squad leader, who's RTO?
I guess I can be either.
Okay, so you're squad leader and RTO. Alright.
Do we need demo or something?
I'm demo.
Aw.
Quickly change this.
Alright. And no, you cannot combine camo patterns.
I'm not trying to. God damn.
God damn.
Fucking. Bleh, you.
Whoa. Careful what you say, man.
Trying to think, what's a better disposable tech, the M72 or the M136?
Alright, I've got all my med kit
I'll
stuff.
grab the M72 since I kind of need to cut back on it a little bit. Oh, are we expecting any enemy armor?
Any what?
Enemy armor.
Yeah.
Unknown at this time. There's a motorized group and a infantry group, but the others are unknown.
Oh, I have one disposable launcher, so we got light 80. Don't have that many. Okay, we have 2 light.
So what kind of equipment do you want me to carry in my backpack?
Oh, what are you, mech?
I don't know what the fuck I am.
Also, is your T4 working?
Yeah?
No, it's not. It's not working.
Yeah, it's not.
It keeps on saying action currently not possible due to spam protection. What the fuck does that mean?
Means turn off your cheats.
I don't have cheats on.
I think it means you have to turn on
It's meaning
press to talk. Do you have a press to talk on?
No? Me? No. What's admin mode? What do you mean the latest plugin? Let's see.
Testing your playback
Punches
sound
is
system.
coming
Testing
too.
your playback.
I mean, we could start without at least punch.
Okay, I think I got it. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking no.
Error.
No, it's working.
Error.
Yeah,
It's-
it's working.
It is.
Error.
Yep.
Error. Error.
So,
Testing your playback sound.
2 minutes.
alright.
Error.
There. Okay, now what kind of utility gear do you want me to carry?
AT.
Okay. Javelin, what?
I would just say gunfire AT. Like, just not the squad lead, but I'm just saying like maybe a small or small or what's the
Well, who's squad lead?
My pointing
I
function
am
is not working.
Frost.
Frost isn't squad lead, is the Zeus.
Bakana.
Bokina.
What? I'm trying to do something. What's wrong?
What kind of AT do you want me to carry? A javelin or jump fire?
Fucking bring them all or some shit.
Bring them all?
Small.
No, whatever the rifle is. Frost, are we able to
1 minute.
So let's say hit Penguin, then we go to Crow, then we go to Sparrow, or
You can do that if you want.
because they're not fortified areas yet, so I guess it wouldn't really be a consequence.
Oh no, the enemy's fortified this area.
Well, not the ones we're going to defend, I thought.
Areas you defend they're slightly fortified, but not enough to fucking save your life.
Is anyone else's pointing function not working?
yeah, no, it's not.
I didn't try it.
What do you mean your pointing function?
30
It's not.
seconds.
It's not nice to point.
Huh. Interesting. I just knocked over the. Okay.
2, 1. Teleporting you guys.
No.
Copy.
Before you go, I just want to say that
I never liked any of you guys. Okay. Ah! Kira, you gotta quit that with the fucking.
Don't start until I give you the hint. Mission as a go.
Hello?
Hey, firm.
Who's my RTO?
We don't have one.
You said you were gonna be around RTO.
I know. I said I'll be the squad lead. If I really have to.
You can use the.
Nah, I got it.
Alright. Be advised, you guys have 15 tickets, and you're fighting Chinese.
So they're gonna be using the same weapons as us, just shittier?
I have to admit that was a good joke, but.
Damn, this thing is all pimped out. Got a fucking backup camera and everything.
Yep. Where is the technology?
listening? Why can I hear myself?
Probably there.
I don't know. Alright, so we are going to move to Objective Cardinal, and then we are going... Wow, I can't... I hate... It's someone in the back that I can't hear.